in this video, let's talk about why most funnels don't convert. Okay. I'm going to explain this in a way where maybe perhaps you're a beginner, maybe you're brand new towards the space, maybe perhaps you are been in this space for quite some time. Okay. So let's say you learn 4 different funnels. Okay. And you're overwhelmed, you don't know which one to select. Let's break it down simpler. What's that one funnel that you can use? Okay. Now, a lot of gurus won't teach you this in terms of the 3 stages. Okay. So what I mean by this, okay, so the cold, okay, warm, and hot. So these are the 3 stages of the customer's journey of where you're taking your awesome audience into. Most, I would say 90% of people in this space that are struggling or trying to make those consistent sales is that they're still stuck here. Okay? So what happened is that you need to focus on just this right over here. Okay? This cold phase. And what I mean is that people don't know who you are as a brand. People don't know why they should trust you in the first place. It's that know, like, and trust factor, right? You probably hear this many, you gotta know, like, and trust, right? But there's more towards this, and this is why I suggest that you create your own original content, and instead of AI generated content, is that people need that human connection. Remember, I told you, if you're creating your own original content and you're leveraging with AI, so if you're doing that both at the same time, you're gonna go very far. Okay. Now, the gurus in this space will never teach you this stuff. Okay. And the crazy part is that you probably hear this in this space, webinar funnels, right? You gotta create your own webinars. You know how hard it is to convert cold traffic straight in towards cold traffic with webinars? The only time webinars will actually work if you built a warm audience and also a hot audience. So the gurus in this space already established this stage already, if that makes sense. That's why it converts them a lot simpler and easier, because they already built these audience. Okay. So if you're just starting out, or maybe in their space you've been struggling so much, you gotta focus here. Okay. This is where you need to stay focused on, is this cold campaign, this cold traffic, this cold stage where you need to focus on. Okay. So that one funnel, what I would create, okay, is a free training. Okay. A free training. What's that sexy lead magnet? Okay. A lead magnet, in my other trainings, I'll talk about it as well. So what that is that you're basically giving something extremely valuable for an exchange for your audience's email. Okay. Sexy lead magnet. Okay. So we'll just keep it simple. Like, if you can actually, or it could be like a free course. Okay. There's so much more. I don't want to like overwhelm you guys. But this is what I'll definitely focus on, the free training, because it's hot, right? So ignore the warm right now, okay? Just ignore this, because eventually you're going to build that in that stage for you, okay? So then what happened is that I suggest that you create your own free training. create that sexy lead magnet and that free course. Now, cold traffic is the hardest one to convert, but the ones that can stay the longest in terms of SEO organic traffic or paid traffic. And if you can stay in the marketplace long enough by consistently creating your content but tracking it at the same time and just focusing on building that just focusing on that cold audience, why they should subscribe towards your YouTube channel, why should they listen to you, right? This is where most people are stuck in this kind of phase. Right? Nowadays, in this marketplace, you have to create what's called high value. Okay? And it's not just value. Value is broad, guys, right? You have to create high quality value. Okay? So from there, what happens is that once you start creating this, okay, I'm focusing on my cold traffic, my cold objective, my cold project, and I'm gonna just ignore the warm and hot for a second. What I will do in your situation, instead of 4 different funnels, let's break it down to 1 funnel. Okay? Forget about webinars. Webinars comes later once you establish an audience of warm and hot. Okay? And I'm just gonna put this as buyer so you guys can actually have more clarity. Okay? So this is what I will focus on right here. This cold project. What's that 1 funnel? I just gave you guys that 1 funnel. Create your own free training. Find out what kind of lead magnet that you can offer. Okay? Could be a free course. And it has to be high value. Okay? And then from there, what happens is that you'll slowly move them towards what I'll call the warm phase. Okay? And then hot buyers, then you can do webinars in the future because they are already familiar who you are as a person. Make sense? But yeah, so I just wanted to create this training why most funnels don't convert, because they have 4 different funnels. They're all over the place. Yeah, and if you guys want to go and check out my 7-part free training series, I will also be adding and optimizing other videos that will be beneficial towards you guys. My whole part of this video is why most funnels don't convert. Too many funnels that they're launching at once. They're skewing their minds. They're chasing too many bunny rabbits at the same time. I don't suggest beginners to focus on webinars. It's going to save you a lot of time unless you already established a warm or hot audience. And yeah, and I wanted to share this because this is transformational. Okay, you have to understand where you are. Okay, I'm at the cold traffic phase. I gotta, create your own that 1 funnel, which could be a free training, could be a free course, and what's that lead magnet that you can exchange for people's emails. And the most important aspect is to build that email list consistently, because the main goal is to get you here. Okay, it's gonna take time, but what I'm trying to do is trying to get you to focus onto words this right here. This is where 90% of people are stuck, and they are just pitching towards people who are in the cold phase, and they're like, okay, why am I gonna go and listen to you and all that kind of aspects? You see what I'm saying? This is the most important, this is the hardest ones to convert, but once you start to understand this, you're going to have an advantage. I'll see you guys in the next video.